Nowhere near retirement.
Alright, so I'm gonna go over to Neil and I'll pat him.
I wipe the blood off Ensign.
It happens. Take it from someone who's done it, okay? It happens.
So my
Don't
plan
let
was
it
to
get the
do
better of you.
the exact opposite, and I was gonna walk over to our new guy and backhand him and tell him to watch his fucking mouth.
I'm gonna go over to his desk, his cubicle, and I'm gonna see if I can find the virus that he uploaded to.
So,
Soldier A leans over and just starts vomiting.
Oh, that's perfect, because as soon as Mike was done trying to comfort you, I was going to walk over and backhand you.
Does he
so I'll just slap you in the back.
You can make a tech roll to try and hack into his computer.
You have advantage, right?
She just said she wanted out.
She can help.
Well, I didn't know.
I gotta. I'll be
So
right
that's
back.
advantage, right?
Yep.
Alright, Matt's gotta go to work.
Thank God.
Yep, I got it.
That one?
That was a 2. That wasn't much better. That's an 8.
You log in, attempts to log in.
I'm in.
And you type in the wrong password, and it says you have 2 more attempts to lock out.
I have a.
And I'll help you.
Okay.
And I'll help.
So that's going to be a 22.
Roll with advantage.
Oh, his buddy's here.
Yeah, so 22.
Okay. So you successfully log in, and you see 2 files. One says Project X, and one says virus.
So I want that virus to infect Project X.
You drag and drop the virus into Project X.
Hold up, slow down, Sparky.
Right?
Slow down. We've got a droid that's Project X, right?
Yes.
Dylan's.
We're here to destroy it.
Droids? No, we're here to.
Recover or destroy.
Or destroy.
Yes.
It's at 15%, and there's a cancel button underneath.
Right, I cancel it real
It's
quick.
slow. Okay, she cancels it.
Okay, thank God. So why don't we
There
get
were
the
no
virus?
Windows 98.
Just we
It's
save
slow as
that as a way of just fucking with them on our way out the door.
So do we want to leave with the droid?
Oh fuck yeah.
If we can.
Yeah. Good idea. I like her idea.
Software?
Yeah. So I'm gonna pretend like that's her idea. Hey everybody, Sparky had a good idea. Let's get the droid and leave with it.
Okay, I do want the virus.
You'd like to download the virus into a data pad?
Can I like see if there's like a thumb drive anywhere or something?
Yeah, you have a data pad.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I take the virus then.
Do you not count as a data?
She.
I'm gonna, once she's done with that, I'm gonna check the Project
Can you
X
scoot
files.
down, man? Yeah, we're gonna wrap around. I'll give you some more.
Okay, so you attempt to check the Project X file.
There's still donuts in there.
Sorry, well, Jimmy, I think I broke your chair.
It's fine. A lot of them have been broken.
Okay.
You attempt to check the Project X file,
Literally.
and you're going to do technology for trying to find the right files that you're looking for, because the Project X is slightly more decrypted than everything else.
Encrypted, you mean?
Encrypted. In the.
That's a nat 1.
You click cancel all repeatedly, trying to open up Project X, and the computer appears to be shutting down and breaking.
I'm just gonna go
I'm gonna
across the
walk
hall
away.
and see.
I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, I'm walking across the hall at
Like
this
the
point.
virus and all that stuff.
You got the software, like you
I
have
waited
the
until you-
files for the
Like
virus.
okay, it's just the
Hey,
virus.
new guy, come with me.
Okay.
Are you
Hey,
allowing
I'm
him to go
gonna
with
borrow
him?
your new guy. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Teach him something useful.
If I break him, I'll buy you a new one.
All right, teach him something actually useful.
So I take new guy with me across the hall.
They're 15 credits at the NSLA.
New guy, actually learn something from this one. He seems competent. Like, actually pay attention. He'll teach you something useful.
I will.
Okay.
Will he though?
Maybe. I mean, he'll teach it well enough. Whether or not new guy can learn it.
Coming
that's-
with us, Pez?
Droid.
I'm
Yep.
might as well, now that I go to the computer.
So
And as we're walking out, I lean over to you and go, "Is that a Mandalorian?"
no,
No,
it's okay.
no.
He just has a helmet. It's okay.
Oh.
See, he just comes up from
Because that
something.
would have been badass. I've heard shit about those guys.
Dude, I've killed like 10 of them. Trust me, they're nothing. Don't worry about
I'm
it.
gonna roll perception to see if I hear this.
Also a dozen scorpions.
I don't hear it.
Also,
Damn
dozen
thing.
scorpions.
Noticing that he wants to hear, I now say it again louder. So
To reiterate, Mandalorians suck.
So, where are you guys going? Across the
I'm gonna
hall?
roll anger. That's 18 base.
I don't know what that does. For you.
Pit stares angrily in slate, draws on eyebrows to show how
Takes out
upset.
Sharpie, draws on eyebrows.
So across the hall is software, and to the left is Project X.
My space sharpie.
You go into software.
Should I use this virus to infect your software?
I like
I thought
that.
the guy that
Let's
we
get-
killed already said that they had already.
He did it to all the B1s in the loading
Yeah,
bay.
the ones
that-
That's what caused so many of them to just be like on the
We
floor
should-
and broken.
We
Yes,
should
I would
secure
recommend
Project
putting
X
that in.
first because that's our main priority, and then after that, if we can fuck with the Red Dawn, let's do it.
That way we don't if we put the virus in the software, we might accidentally fuck up
I also
Project
have a
X.
feeling that if
Might
we
be
pull
like-
Project
Okay,
X,
so-
we're gonna trigger some alarms here. So
Yeah.
Are we
there's gonna
trying
be
to
a lot of people
recover
after
this, or are
us.
we trying to destroy this?
Yes,
cover.
it's an either or.
Okay, 'cause
It was
sounds
either
like
or.
we're trying to recover.
Recover probably
primarily.
pays better, but
Hey.
it's either or. It's
Okay.
dead or alive, essentially.
All those grenades
Recover.
we rigged, if they're broken, then we really don't need those grenades there.
Not all of them were broken. He only said the ones that were falling down.
Yeah, they were deactivated.
He infected some of them.
They could
Oh,
probably
just
get.
some? Okay, well then let's
There were still crates of ones ready to be shipped.
let's go to
It's like a good contingency plan if we get chased too.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a
let's go
good
to
distraction,
Project
that's for
X,
damn
right?
sure.
So I'm gonna go down to Project X. I'm taking the new guy. I'm crushing him and I'm explaining things to him.
So
Absolutely everything I'm explaining is wrong though, but I'm so confident.
I can see.
And he goes, so what's your name?
Suro. I'm Suro.
Suro,
yeah. I'm a legendary bounty hunter.
A legendary.
okay?
Oh.
At least a dozen contracts, couple Jedi's.
so you make your way.
Jedi's are bitches.
Yeah.
You make your way.
Why do you think?
You make your way
Yeah.
to the airlock.
Okay. It's an airlock?
It's like why do you think they're all
Airlock,
dead?
scrubber, airlock, Project X.
Oh, okay.
I thought we were going to software.
Well, we're gonna
Yeah,
get
after
Project X first, and then software, just in case
they're
they're
trying to deactivate it.
the
thought
droid's
that was a
probably
die
not
for the
active right
droid.
now.
Yeah. there's
You
a
wanna
lot
you wanna go to software first?
Wouldn't necessarily hurt.
Okay. Well, why don't you guys go to software? I'll just chill outside the door then, because I don't
Well,
think we need
is there
every.
going to be like some hacking involved? Because couldn't they work on that while we do the software code?
You have to go find out if it's gonna be hacking involved.
So,
Well,
Do you
like-
need me or?
It's like, I'm pretty much just good at
You guys
murdering
go to
people.
software,
I'll
I'm
just
gonna
stand
wait
wherever
outside
you
the
need, and I'll just
I'll
kill
just
some
wait for you
shit.
guys to do your thing. All right, so I'm gonna wait outside the door for them to do the thing again.
Smoking a cigarette in the hallway.
Explaining things.
So what are
to
you
me,
in for?
teaching you the ways of the world, man.
But incorrectly.
Okay. So where are we going?
We're going to go to software again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pez
Lead the
waits
way.
with the cat.
And I'm gonna carefully open the door
Yeah, I'll
instead of like barging in.
Well, it's a.
Oh, it's
It's an automatic door. Yeah, you walk
Is
into
there
Walmart.
is there
Welcome
Is there a
to-
slow
welcome
setting?
to
No.
Chili's.
is there window?
No.
I'm just gonna kind of
Welcome to
walk
Space
out
Chili's.
and take a peek in.
You open the door, and it's just a bunch of nerd shit. There's a
Nerd.
There's a B2
This table right here.
still sitting in its like modification cell. It's kind of like a cylinder containing it, and there's wires leading into it. It's got like one arm like raised up, and the other's kind of slunched down, and its head is up like out of its socket and sideways. There's monitors everywhere, and you're able to tell that the biggest one is probably the one that they used for all the software updates.
Blow it up.
So we want to go to that one.
Yeah.
Probably.
Is there any way I can find out what kind of virus this is?
Grenades
Yep.
everywhere.
It's a virus that causes power surging.
Don't look back.
So occasionally they'll straight up deactivate when infected with it, but usually it just stutters them. It's like trying to open too many files at once, so it slows and they can't process things for a little bit.
And this is exclusive to droids, so it's not
Exclusive to
gonna affect
droids.
their computers or anything.
Correct.
Okay. All right, so we're
kinda
gonna
like
go
a
to the
DDoS
big,
attack.
the important looking computer. I'm gonna plug it in.
You plug into the important looking
I'm
computer.
gonna keep my eye on the B2. Wary, even though it's half disassembled.
So you see logs, and through your technical proficiencies, you're able to log right in, no problem. It's got the same password that the last guy's computer did. It seems to be all operating under like some generic term that says Red Dawn. And you get in, and you see a file that says B1's B2 Project X.
All right, while I'm here, I'm gonna try and take all the files. I'm gonna prioritize Project X.
So you guys didn't know the password for Project X? It's still encrypted. So you're gonna have to try and hack through.
Okay.
I'll
Is
help.
that
Hacker.
I just roll?
Yep.
Okay.
Technology, right?
With advantage, because he's helping you. He's like, hey man, it's not the password I tried last time.
It's probably A B.
So 20.
20? Yeah,
23.
it'll do it.
Okay.
You log into Project X, and there's a bunch of files about 3 droids and how upgrading them can make them stronger. It's like, basically, the protocols are if we work together, apes together strong, you know? So you have a distinct understanding that somehow these droids are upgrading to work together. You don't know if it's a physical link, a technological link. You don't know if it's wiring or if it's getting like an individual sensor that sends to all of them at the same time.
A hive mind.
Am I in the software?
She is.
Wait, where's he? Because I'm with him still.
It's
You guys are in the room just like looking around.
No, I said to say.
Oh, you stayed outside?
Yeah,
okay.
We're in front of the Project X door.
So you're on his back while he's telling Neil about the world.
So, honestly, so this is just files detailing what it is, but just no, I'm going to assume just no actual, like I can take this upgrade.
You're trying to download the upgrade that they have.
Okay, so yeah, I want the upgrade. Files are good,
Okay.
information's good, but
So you're downloading the software upgrade, and you now fully understand through the fact that you just literally got their software downloaded. You understand that these droids have learned how to connect their wiring to become one.
Voltron.
Yeah,
the
they're making
re-
Megazords.
So after taking all the information, I go and I upload the virus.
You're gonna upload the virus to what?
The computer, I'm assuming this computer is connected to these droids.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
Probably all of them.
yeah.
Including X.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do it to X, 1s, and 2?
Am I including X?
Your call.
I'm going to assume that we can recover whatever's infected by this virus. So yeah.
You're gonna download it?
Onto X as well.
Yeah, I mean, this guy seemed pretty confident he could fix those droids, so I'm going to assume that we can undo the damage. If
You
it actually
upload
fixes
the
this.
virus to Project X. Would you like to do anything else in the computer?
1s and 2 as well.
Yeah.
So you upload it to the B2 and the B1s, and as you upload it, the B2 activates.
Ah,
I'm in the hallway.
It shudders out of its container and raises its one blaster and says, "Intruder alert." So you can roll initiative.
Look out for the wrist rockets.
Oh, trust me, we know wrist rockets.
Yes, we got fucked up by
he
him.
killed me.
20.
Or almost killed
What's that?
me.
20.
20? You guys are the only 2 in the room, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought everyone was in the room except
No.
for Mike, Neil, and I.
Are you out in the?
I'm out in the hallway.
Matthew's on Dustin's back in the hallway.
With Mike.
Do you hear me
And
teaching him
Neil.
wrong things?
Yes.
Are you enjoying it?
Pez,
Yes,
okay.
Zim, were you in the room? With
Yeah,
them?
I'm on board.
Nope.
I'll beat him for
Okay,
not knowing
so
the right
it's a
things later,
2v1.
but-
Um,
or I'll have my first sergeant beat him later because he said I have captain rank. So I'll have first sergeant
And-
kick his ass later.
Up first is Sparky.
Alright, I'm just gonna shoot it.
Okay.
So you roll. 11. Wait. Yeah.
Plus your death.
13.
You miss. You shoot behind the damaged B2 into its holding cell, and it turns to look at it. The B2 will have to make a saving throw and will take damage from its recently downloaded virus. As it stutters to turn back to you, sparks fly out of it as it takes 4 damage. It then goes to punch you once. Is a 15 gonna hit?
That is my armor class, so I assume that.
Yes. Dealing 4 damage. And then with its blaster, it goes to shoot your buddy. 17 will hit.
Yep.
Dealing 4 damage.
Hold on.
Do I hear any of this?
You guys, all you have heard is intruder alert and you heard the sound of two
Multiple
blaster
blasters.
shots.
All right, so
Sounds like they
I'm
got
gonna
it.
lean over to the new guy. The key to being cool is ignoring blaster fire.
So you ignore the blaster fire.
Absolutely, man. You
At
know
this
what?
point, I do intervene. No, new guy, you're supposed to run towards it with reckless abandon.
That seems just as
I
bad.
tried
tried that.
No
I
cover,
tried
just
that.
go. You've got
I tried
this.
that, and you smacked me for it.
No, you started the
Why?
fight that time. This
Why?
fight's already
It's
started.
like right in front of us.
It's right there.
I hand him a rock and say, "Go, get him."
I rush it.
I'm going to attempt to restrain.
Okay.
Athletics.
Yep.
That is a 22.
It beats a 9. You bear hug in your big Mando arms, holding the B2 battle droid.
And I'm gonna. Well, when I said restrain, like I meant like.
Oh.
Like.
Oh.
Restrainers and like restrain it.
Okay.
Like, restrain.
Yeah.
Not hug.
Sorry. I thought you were like grappling, not like.
Oh.
B2's
It
having a
was
bad
like
day.
a
You could
grappling,
also
like-
just hug it. That would be cute.
Yeah.
It's having a rough
It's
day,
probably lonely. All I'm saying.
Okay, so you successfully restrain it.
One less lonely
I'm
droid.
gonna pop off its head.
Its head was already loose and wobbly.
Wait.
You're not in the room. You can't fuck with this.
I'm gonna.
No.
Dude,
You successfully rip its head off.
I'll let it
Is
go.
it still active?
It's still active, but it doesn't have any like functioning capability. It's just standing there.
Oh, its power is still running, but it's not
Can I hit
processing.
its like power switch?
Yeah,
We don't someone else.
I could have given
You
us
turn it
a
off.
B2 battle droid.
you're gonna get half for that one.
It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna.
Yes, it does.
B2s are for bitches.
They're cool.
Battle droids
We're
are
gonna.
for
We're gonna.
bitches.
Yeah,
take a
battle
B2,
droids
boys.
are
What are you gonna do? I captured a B2. We're
Did you
taking
really?
this bitch.
Nice,
Yeah.
man.
it's defective and has a virus.
Nice, with no head.
Well,
Yeah.
the worst thing is that you can reverse effects of this
Yeah.
virus.
Yeah, I'm gonna take its head, put it in a bag, and
With
It's the
other
second
man?
head you guys have had in the bag during my one session.
Okay, but this one's a robot head. It's
Yeah,
safer.
this is a
It's
robot.
different.
And it was
I was
loose
proud.
anyways.
The
It's
first
a robot
head.
head. It's
Not rotting.
completely
Jack the Rippers.
But I was proud. You should have had
one-
more
the
rotting
one
heads.
They took the halves. They want to
Yeah.
embalm it.
You always need
Oh,
more
yeah.
rotting
Okay, so you
heads.
pocket its head.
And I'm gonna kind of bring it like right outside the doorway. I'm assuming I can kind of like move it.
You dragging it. You
Yeah,
got-
I'm gonna-
so you guys all heard blaster fire, and then you just hear a scraping noise
And I'm
of
gonna
metal
just-
on metal.
I'm just gonna kind of like.
Oh god, they're gonna.
I'm gonna like.
All right, new guy, I gave you the rock. Get ready.
Is it light enough for me to pick up? I have 16.
It's really heavy, but you can barely drag it.
Okay, so I'm gonna drag it and stand it right next to the door outside.
I'm gonna walk by and see it and just get terrified.
Are you gonna throw the rock at it?
I did just
out,
give him a
out
rock.
in the hallway, like I'm
Yep.
taking out.
Yeah. You're in the hallway with everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, so at this point in time with the battle droid there, showing off to the new guy, I start doing my quick draw skills on the deactivated droid.
Look at him.
Roll-
Look at him.
Are you actually shooting?
Roll to blow his mind.
Okay.
And I'll contest it with a wisdom saving throw.
I roll a 12 plus
With disadvantage.
modifiers?
Just a 12.
Just a 12.
If he's doing quick draw skill, shouldn't it be 12 plus his sleight of hand?
Yes,
Because
it
it's
should be.
actually, Jimmy,
Oh, that's gonna be
there's
a
actually a
6.
roll for that.
Okay.
My
Since he's
mind-
doing
You
sleight
can
of
sleight of
hand.
hand it.
Okay,
So-
so I'm 17 then.
So,
Okay.
So that literally.
You have never seen a man draw a blaster.
I pull out.
Really?
I pull out mine.
I say, I bet I could do it better.
Okay,
I pull out
ignoring the
mine,
bug because I'm too
try to-
cool. I pretend to blow smoke off, holster my blaster, and then go down the hall,
But do you
ignoring
do the,
everything.
do you do the
I
spin?
pull out.
No,
I pull
no,
out
I am
mine.
not doing spins, man.
I pull out mine and go.
I am
Watch,
fucking off. I am smart enough not to, though.
There it is.
watch this, and I try to do the spin, and it goes off.
Oh no.
Neil, roll to see.
Why?
A D12 for clock direction.
Clock direction.
It's an 11. They shoot it at 3
I'm sorry.
o'clock.
No.
Oh.
These are within 30 feet of you.
Oh yes.
Okay. So, over off directly to the right, he shoots into the
I got
software
this.
room.
Hey, Sarah, watch this.
Ignoring it because I'm too cool.
I smack him.
Alright.
Neil gets
Ow.
bitch slapped.
I'm also gonna like hit him on the shoulder like that and be like, "Don't hit the droid. We're taking it with us."
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Why do you think I
I
popped
get a
off its head?
Is that because you're a Mandalorian?
You guys do have one more charging port at the bar, so you can fit an additional droid.
Oh, God.
We do need to get a restraining bolt, but
I put the black in.
Well, I mean, you guys have a couple.
How do we have a couple?
Remember, he was using them to pop onto LVL1 to change his job?
You use that's not okay. Fuck it.
No, that was the thing. That was
Sure.
that was canon.
All right. Let's do
Bagu has a shitload of restraining bolts that he's using to deactivate
the
parts of his program.
IG-86
He
is
keeps them
gonna
in
be
his bag.
fantastic, man. I don't know how this is gonna go.
He's gonna be your dealer,
oh,
holding two
seriously.
pistols.
With his arms just flipping and cards going around. Oh.
So the party makes its way
You bots.
to the airlock scrubbers. You open them, the first one, and everyone ushers in. It's shoulder to shoulder as you guys are all squeezing on in there.
How tall is new guy?
Like 5 foot nothing.
I'm taller
He's
than
tall,
him.
he's scrawny. And
I'm
To,
a bug
to
and
save
I'm
space, I'm
taller
gonna put
than
my
him.
arm on top of new guy and put next to him.
Yeah, multiple of us are over 6.5 feet tall, so this is everyone just kind of
So-
leans over new guy.
The most comfortable of whom is Cersei, because he's so used to being on top of Pez that this feels almost natural.
And they kind of do that thing where they cram together into like corners and
I'm
stuff, like we
normally
saw in the
6
movie and the
foot.
show. So.
You're 6 foot tall.
I'm a bug that's 6 foot tall.
Okay.
He's
I'm not
he's
6
really
foot
thin.
Combined,
tall.
Voltron's
I
a
was
12-foot
picturing
hulking
you
monster.
as, like-
Well, if you think about it, he's not standing on your
You're
back, he's
6 foot
riding you,
tall.
so you're only like 9 feet.
I actually
This guy's like 18 years old.
I actually
He's
used the roll
super
cycle, and that's how I got
super
6'9". I didn't just pick
What
tall,
race
I
are
rolled
they?
for it.
Yes,
You
they
know.
were.
What race?
Okay,
White.
Probably not
so
as
before
much.
we enter Project X, let's take a quick
That's
10-minute
the
break,
preference is white.
Okay.
gather our wits, urinate as needed.
Oh, you haven't been doing that
RP.
consistently? Just in your pants? What?
What?
Dylan, Matthew, did you already introduce Dylan to who
Oh,
everyone
good.
is?
I
Glad we're on
pointed
the same
out
page.
everyone to him.
Dylan, happy to have you here. Like, glad to have you watch. As long as you don't annoy the shit out of us and you're not like a dick,
Yeah.
happy to have you.
Like I said, he's the least annoying out of Ethan.
He's no Ethan.
He is definitely no Ethan, and is better than Michael.
Notably, Cameron is a lot less uncomfortable with having the dinosaur next to him this time. That long, awkward car trip clearly did things for you guys.
So back in the day, I scoot away. I scoot
Sad,
closer
yeah.
to Sparky instead.
Or, like I said.
Yeah, DLC is gonna be fun. The worst part is gonna be PT test in
know.
January in Vermont.
Yeah.
That's
It's a
gonna be the worst
normal
part.
thing.
Mine was February. No, it was April in Korea, so it wasn't terrible. But No.
Ethan T.
no, it wasn't. No, so DLC is. So I guess they've revamped it a little bit since I went about a year ago.
It's all fucking writing.
Yeah. So
There's
they.
no SKF, like FTX, there's no SKF stick land.
Yeah,
No.
that's Ethan
It's
Osman.
all academic.
Yeah, you'll do some teaching stuff.
What else?
I'm gonna kill myself.
What would have been a
It's easy. You
smarter
can basically.
thing
So some of it's actually
other
useful
than that,
for like working, like while you're working. Like some of it's actually useful. Like really, the counseling classes were
Yeah,
really
that's
useful.
the only thing that I think I'm gonna get into.
Oh,
They
Cam.
gave they, at least
You know
in my
what?
Tell
cycle there
Dom
was
not to
nothing
sign
on
up with
NCOERs. So when I was expected to start
Swift
filling
is
shit out for my
bad.
first one, they're like, hey, do all this NCOER bullshit to get ready. I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, Big Sarge. They didn't teach me that.
I've been filling out E4 evals for like
Yeah,
3 years.
they don't have
4 years.
So I don't know what the actual eval sheet would look like for that because they never did an annual eval for me.
You
The
don't
3 years I was.
You don't do E4 evals active, I thought.
I imagine not.
Yeah, I think it's just
I'm like,
The only-
I,
because I think it's a guard thing.
Because I definitely didn't get any of those the 3 years I was still a specialist or below. So I got nothing.
Oh, I've been a specialist for 5 years.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not
You know that?
bad.
Yeah, but you know what's great? I'm a specialist with $6 million of equipment signed to me right now.
Yep.
Like,
I have at least $6 million worth of government secrets, but I don't have any equipment signed to me that's not personal, and that's what I love. I don't have anything on a hand receipt.
I have the entire Homo sub hand receipt, and once I hit my 5, they're signing my hand receipts to me,
Yeah, I don't have anything hand receipted except for my own personal gear.
and I'm upset.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
fair enough. Yeah.
At least I won't have anything in the balls.
That said, you do get to put every dollar of that on your evaluation, so that does help with your NCOERs.
Yeah.
It looks great.
I know. Well, you know what? Part of the reason that I got the position, it was me and an E5 that's like at a battalion level S6, 25U.
Okay.
Part of the reason, other than the fact that I knew how like the infantry worked, I knew how the company worked because I've been in the company my entire career.
Yeah, because you just moved into comm not long ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you seeing about
August.
this.
August.
Not bad.
It's
Welcome to a
very
comfy job.
kind of game.
Company.
In a way.
For me.
Comparatively.
I'm still